Hello everyone, welcome back to What's in the Box. I'm your host Mark Ion, and this week we're going to be unboxing Tokaido by Funforge Games. As you can see this time, I decided I will leave it in the saran wrap. Got a trusty plastic fork, or plastic knife, if I could speak. It is late, I warn you. I will probably make a whole bunch of misspeaks, like that one. So, I'm going to cut into the saran wrap and open it. Pretty easy. Now, first thing I have to say is the box is beautiful. The artwork is extremely detailed. I have to say, for a very white box, they pack a lot into a very small place. I don't need the knife anymore. Get rid of the plastic. So, I'm going to open it up. So, first thing we've got the paintings. They come attached. I guess I'll have to separate them. Bag. It looks like a sticky seal. Probably will need to get a new bag for that. And we got your rules and your advertisements. We've got characters and money. We got more characters and money. And then we got the board. It's a trifold board, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yes, it's a trifold board. Say very beautiful. Again, a lot of white with very intricate detail. I have it upside down. Yes, I think that's right. Yep. So you can see, very pretty. And got two bags. I mean, there's not a whole lot of pieces to this game, so I think two bags is probably what they decide is enough. I think that's probably true because so far we got the pictures, we've got the item cards, and then we have the little player meeples and score trackers in their own little bag. They came pre-bagged. Then, as you can see, the box itself has slots for each thing. Though, since I'm probably, maybe I won't put them in the bag. I'll try putting them in the slots. I'm not a big fan of that, as I said last episode, because I actually just had to clean up Lords of Waterdeep before I could even make this episode, because there were so many pieces everywhere, because my friend knocked it over. So I'm not a huge fan of the slots, but it does give you bags to give you the option, so I like that. I'm gonna now unwrap everything and set it all up, and I'll show you what it looks like set up. See you in a bit. So I've opened everything up, and the first thing I wanted to look at was the cards. So we have a bunch of different types of cards in this game. We got items, we've got friends, we've got food, and we've got hot springs. And then we have the bonus cards for having the most of things. We have the first to complete different paintings, symbols, and then we have the paintings. All the items, the bonus cards, hot springs, food, those are all one type of card. Decent card stock, a little smaller size-wise than I would have liked. I mean, most of them, like all the normal cards are great, but I'll admit I kind of have to hold up some of these bonus cards to look and see them properly, see all the detail. I mean, they're really, really nice art. I just wish I could see it a little bit better. They definitely spent a lot of money on art, I can tell. The paintings, they're beautiful. They came together, so they obviously fit together. There's no gaps. They're very pretty. I definitely like the choice. I like how you build on them to complete them. That's very cool. But also, they're even thinner. Like, I'm a little worried that grease and wear and tear are gonna eat these up more than a lot of my other cards. But the artwork is absolutely stunning. And there are a lot of cards. I mean, it seems they opted where other people went for meeples and resource goods and stuff. They really went for cards. This game came, I don't know how many cards, a couple hundred cards to cover everything. So, it's pretty good. Next, we'll be moving on to the cardboard pieces. Okay, so now we're here we have the cardstock pieces, the coins, the character sheets, the player colors matching symbols. I also threw in the meeples here because I think this is where they fit in best. So on the cards where they went a little thinner and smaller, I think they did pretty much the exact opposite when it came to the cardstock. I mean, if you can look here and see, I don't know if you can see how thick this is, but I mean, this is quite a bit thicker than most of the like cardboard pieces that I've seen in most other games, which is really good. I like that the coins don't bend. They're really nice. My only problem is I had probably maybe 5 to 10% of the coins got ripped because the squares that you had to punch out in the middle were a little too well attached. I think that has to do with the fact that it is stronger cardstock. So that's probably why. The character sheets are bigger. Now, this is a very zen game. It's all about the journey, not about the destination kind of thing. So maybe they were trying to make an emphasis on the characters themselves and try to say that items and, well, but I don't know, other items and stuff are less important. Maybe focus on the characters. I don't know. I'm probably just making that up. But you can see the characters are also very well drawn. Again, white background, so you can focus immediately on the detail of the items and the pictures in them. Little pretty flower on each of the character symbols. I like how you can change out the symbols between the characters. That's a pretty cool idea. Something I haven't seen before in any other game. Really, I love how thick the cardstock is. I'll admit that while they underwhelmed me with the cards, I'm very impressed with the cardboard parts. The little point tracker token is a little thin, it's a little small, but as you'll see with the board, there's a reason for that. Not your normal meeple, not just a meeple with, look, his arms on his sides. Kind of cool, a little different, and that's nice. So, I think last but not least, we'll move to the board. Last, but definitely not least, we have the board. You can see the board is very thin lengthwise, or widthwise, but very long, which is definitely necessary. It takes up a very small amount of space, which is important because there are so many cards that each of the players gets, and that each player needs a lot of board space. So you can see if it's turned sideways, there's a lot of room if you're sitting across from each other for cards and stuff and everything. So I like that. That was very well designed. They got the points go up and down, zigzag all the way up to 100. It doesn't seem to have a way to track above 100, but then again, I don't think I've ever seen a game reach 100 points. I'm not so sure it is possible for a single player to reach. No, I think it is. There's not really a way to cover that. I guess you go back to the beginning and you have to remember that you went all the way around once. The board, like the rest of the game, white background, very, very plain background, but very exceedingly intricate detail on each of the pictures. I mean, these pictures here are small. These are pretty good. On the bonus cards, they're a little small. Now, when you have it actually on the board, it's very intricate detail. It actually, while I would say it's harder to see, it really makes it actually kind of more interesting, having the white background and the very intricate detailed pictures. I like that. That is something I do like. So you got your tracker for donations to the temple, and you have your area for the paintings. The only thing I don't like about the paintings is you have a stack of them, and you kind of have to sort through them to find what they want, because you don't draw them in order. Like if player 1 gets a green, and the second player gets a green, well, usually if you have them all in a row, they're going to have to search through and find a second green one. But, I mean, that's not so bad. The meeples fit very well on their spots. You don't have to worry about too much crowding. Really, overall, it's a pretty nice board. I like that. Good cardboard stock. Nice. Pretty much what everyone... It feels kind of like what everyone uses. It's nice. And that's it. So, meet me back for the wrap-up, and I'll see you there. So, that's Tokaido. Now, I know I'm not exactly thrilled with the quality of the pieces. The game is $40. Do I think you're getting your money's worth? Yes, I do think you're getting your money's worth. There's more than enough to cover $40 worth of stuff. I maybe would have liked to see a $50, $60 game, a little higher quality. that being said, I highly recommend Tokaido. It is probably one of my favorite games. I have played it almost close to 100 times, and that's within the, couple months since they played it on tabletop. So that was, I guess, 2 or 3 months ago. And I've played close to 100 games. It is my go-to game. I play it online, and I cannot say enough about it. So, yeah, I'm a little disappointed, but it looks like they spent their money all on the art. The art is absolutely amazing. It is stunning, and it seems that's where all their money went. But overall, high quality game for gameplay, and I highly recommend it. So Tokaido is all about the journey. So I want to know, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you guys want to take a trip to? Leave it in the comment section below. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe. And as always, remember to stay geeky.